Innocent Prey from 1981. Free on YouTube as of this recording. Link below. PJ Souls from most famous, of course, for Halloween. Although personally, for me, she should be more known for more things like this. To be perfectly honest, because perfectly honest, I think Innocent Prey is a better movie than Halloween. No, not by not by millions of miles. But is it a funnier movie than Halloween? 100%. 100%. 100%. Yes. 100%. There's no way in hell this film could be considered anything but a black comedy. And there's a lot of people out there who are going to be watching this, who won't understand what I'm talking about. They've watched the film, but trust me, this film was a must. There's no way this film could be intended as anything but a dark comedy, which was made in 1984 but wasn't released until 1991, which usually means the film is bad. These days it'd be considered meaning, oh my god, this film must be really bad then. Not in my personal opinion. It's also considered an exploitation movie, which instantly backs it up a bit in my personal opinion. Because I love Australian movies all the time, all the way. I've seen very few bad ones in my personal opinion. But and I've been saying my personal opinion a lot for this review. Yeah, anyway, welcome to October, and October. This is the first film of October. I'll be doing 31 movies for October this year. 31 days, 31 films. This is the first, maybe more than 31, depending on how I feel on the day recording. It's the first of October. I'm still in shock over the horrible things that have been happening in my town lately, but I'm going ahead with this because it's October and we need to cheer ourselves out, something to cheer me up, something hopefully cheer you guys up. And who knows, watching these you might find some films you've never heard of before, might give them a chat, want to give them a crack. That's the whole point of Moviedrones to begin with. But Innocent Prey is definitely in the Moviedrones stable of weird and what the fuck. It's a horror film for sure, but it's also done with a darkly comic edge, which not many people will really get into unless they've got the right sense of humour. I personally have a very dark sense of humour, and I got the where it was going with the whole thing to begin with. I mean, PJ Souls essentially her character actually says in the movie, I seem to be a sort of person that serial killers are attracted to. She actually says this in the movie, and that's part of the dark humour this film has. That once again doesn't well, I probably didn't hit the right note at the time of release. I think this film was ahead of its time, to be perfectly honest, well ahead of its time. But you have to, these days, I think a lot more people would find it funny. Like me, I mean, I would have found it funny in the 80s, but a lot of people these days might find it, might see the humour a lot more than they would have back then. They would have back then and just seen it as a trash movie. Well, it is a trash movie. It's a highly entertaining trash movie. You just have to have the right sense of humour to see that. PJ Souls is wonderful in it, in though she, once again, much like yesterday's movie I was talking about, which coming to the title of, because I don't write notes at the moment. I keep getting what play notes, but but Yesterday's Born, by which she made a ridiculous wig. That's nothing compared to the ridiculous wig she wears in this movie. Yeah, she wears yet another ridiculous wig. For some reason, PJ Souls had this thing about wearing ridiculous wigs in her for her roles. Who knows? Maybe she went to auditions in these ridiculous wigs, and they said, "Yep, we'll hire you, but you've got to keep the wig." Who knows? But Innocent Prey, she wears the biggest, ridiculous 80s hair you will ever see in life. Which just adds to the weirdness and wonderfulness of this film. There is some pretty twisted moments where it is meant to be a horror film, but at the same time it's mainly darkly comic, and you have to see it as a dark comedy, like I do. If you see it's a dark comedy, you'll get the humour, which the film is packed with black humour, but you have to have a sense of humour to see that. Also, the ending is a wonderful way. It's a perfect ending to the film. The perfect ending. I love the ending. No, once again, it's very subtle. Well, not that subtle, but subtle enough that some might go over some people's heads. But if you understand what she says early on the movie, the line which I repeat in during this review, you'll get what I'm talking about, and you'll understand. Oh, yes, this was meant to be a black comedy. It might be right at the end you'll realise that and go, oh yes, this was meant to be a black comedy. I get it now. At the time, you wouldn't. Well, at the time, I'm trying to explain to them more. There's a good chance that maybe I'm trying to think. A lot of people watching this might be thinking, "What? This one's terrible." No, no, it's a black comedy. You just have to understand it's meant to be a black comedy. At least that's the way I'm interpreting it. Who knows? I might be completely wrong. They might have genuinely intended this to be a highly serious, deadly serious horror film, and yet someone along the line majorly fucked up. I'd rather see a majorly fuck up like this than the major fuck ups that they constantly make in Hollywood these days. Whilst I'll watch something like this compared to that. See me tomorrow for episode 2 of our Moviedrones Halloween movies, and what I consider worth tracking down, worth watching. I'm going to try my best to find them all on YouTube, so you can actually watch them instead of struggling to find them. Because after all, it's October, it's fun time. I want you guys to get to actually watch films that you can actually see instead of where they haven't guys to find this film. So we'll see how we go. Well, let's join me tomorrow for episode 2. As for Innocent Prey, the link's below.